All right, welcome race fans once again to Max Speed TV. We are here in the pre-race show to the countdown to get to that green flag. But right now we are under red flag conditions. As you can see, the track is clear and looks very nice today. Looks like a little bit of groove in there, but not much. This track has no wear on it, if very little at all. But we again are here in the pre-race show, so we're going to go through all of these sponsors and make all of this possible here on Max Speed TV. Starting with Performance PCs. They are the official water cooling and modification company of Max Speed TV. SimSpeedShop.com. If you need speed, check them out at SimSpeedShop.com. Again, they have some nice looking button boxes on there. We were checking them out the other day, so definitely go over there and check them out. The two teams that keep us going here on Max Speed TV are HRE Motorsports and Elite 7 Racing. Make sure you go check both of them out on Facebook. Give them a like on their page, and definitely let them know you heard about them here on Max Speed TV. And last but not least, virtual2reality.tv. They not only have their own series on Friday nights that we broadcast here on Max Speed TV, but from time to time we do give away 3-month codes to new people here in iRacing to get into iRacing itself. So again, pay attention for that. At the end of the races, we do give those away from time to time. We have some, I believe, on hand, a few extras here that we didn't know we had, and as well as we may have some more coming here soon. Again, we are in the pre-race show right now. They are getting pill draw done in the pits right now. As you see all those boxes there are a lot of drivers here. And coming up right after pill draw, we are not going to do qualifiers or hot laps here tonight. The way this works, we will go straight into heat racing. So each group will have 2 heat races. There'll be a group of about 6 to 8 cars. They will do heat race 1A, 1B, and then we will follow by 2A and 2B, and so on until we are done. It looks like we'll probably have about 4 heat races here. So a lot of great racing coming your way. But again, we are in the pre-show right now, and we are watching the DSRL 360 Sprint Car Series presented by Max Speed TV. So again, we are going to step away for just one last time here before we get all the racing action going, and we'll be right back with your Heat Race 1A. Alright guys, they are just about to get ready here for Heat Race 1A, but we will give a shout out. We have Shane in chat, as well as Chase and all the other people out there. We know we have a lot of people out there, and sorry about that, well, glitch there, but a lot of people in chat. Thanks for tuning in. Looks like we are gathering people up, about 15 or so here on YouTube. We also are on Facebook as well, so definitely if you're on Facebook tonight, if you want to get a little bit higher quality, you can also come over here onto YouTube. But if you would like to stay on Facebook, that is fine as well. But definitely, to be notified of all of our races, come over to YouTube and you can hit that subscribe button there and be subscribed to our channel and get all the notifications of when we will go live here and on Facebook. And you can also check us out at MaxSpeedTV.com. But again, we should be getting to heat race 1A here in just a few minutes. It looks like we have about 30 or so drivers in here with us. It doesn't look like Roger Wagner is going to be racing tonight, as I do believe he is the only race control here. So again, I don't see him racing, so that'll be one less driver, but still a lot of great drivers and some new drivers here. Most notably, Mike Molnar. We've seen him over in VLR before, but he is coming over to race here tonight, so we'll see how he does against this group of guys. A lot of these do run over there as well, I do believe. At least some of them, so we'll see how they stack up tonight. Again, we are just about ready to get going, as I do see them in there on here in TeamSpeak, getting ready to get their drivers meeting just about wrapped up. So again, thought they'd be out by now, but we're going to step away one last time here, hopefully, and be right back as soon as they start rolling out onto the track. All right, they are getting ready to come out on track here. It looks like Nathan Davis is going to be one of the first ones out. So the yellow flag is being waved. Again, this is going to be Heat Race 1A, because again, they do have 2 heat races per group of cars. So who is going to come out on top? That is the question. They are rolling off of pit road now, so we'll see who is going to come out on top here tonight. This could get very interesting. A lot of great drivers in here. It looks like Heat Race 1A and B is going to include John Lepresto, Jason Nygaard, Nathan Davis, Christopher Taggett, Trevor Royer, and Braden Eiler. So a lot of great drivers in here. We'll see how they stack up. Again, this is Heat Race 1A. Alright, as always, guys, let us know in chat. Do you have a favorite to win here tonight? If you're in chat as a driver, are you your own favorite to win here tonight? But it looks like they are getting ready. There it is. Green flags out. We're racing here. Heat Race 1A. And it looks like right now it's going to be Nate Davis out front. Christopher Taggett in second at the moment, as well as 157 right behind them. Again, to take a look here, I believe that's the 157. It is John Lepresto in third right now, followed by Trevor Royer in fourth. But here goes Trevor Royer to third. He's going to try to take it. Not quite going to happen, as they almost make contact. Here comes the 157 of John Lepresto once again. As he's going to try to make it 3 wide. He does do it, and he takes second place. Back from the 90. Christopher Taggett falling back just a little bit to third right now. Technically fourth, my bad, as he was in third, but he has fallen back to fourth. Trevor Royer just ahead of him, and looking a little further back in last place right now is Jason Nygaard. So we'll see if he can get up there and get something done. Is looking just ahead of him in fifth place is Braden Eiler. He's trying to put a run on for fourth with him and Christopher Taggett right now. Looking just ahead of him is the 90 of Trevor Royer. As you don't see a whole lot of battling going on. Nate Davis out front. Trevor Royer is in third. Second place, it goes to John Lepresto. Everyone's kind of spread out at the moment. Again, 10 laps is all we have here in heat races. Again, that's 20 laps. You get 2 heat races. So this will wrap up fairly quickly here before we move on to the C main, the B main, and then your feature race. Moving back to Christopher Taggett. That's a battle for fourth position as contact's made. As it's going to be the 005. Braden Eiler gets into the 26 of Christopher Taggett. Taggett manages to recover from it, though. No harm done to his car. At least it doesn't look like it. And he will maintain that position of the 4th place, so he is putting on a good run right now, so we'll see if he can hang on to that. Right there is your race leader, the 36 of Nathan Davis, putting on a heck of a run here tonight. And we'll see if he can hang on to the lead. It looks like he probably will as we look a little further back here. There it is. Trevor Royer still trying to run down John Lopresto. Not quite sure John Lopresto hasn't even put in a time here in this Heat Race 1A. So I'm not sure why his times are not being scored, but he is in 2nd right now. Trevor Royer hot on his heels trying to run him down. I'm just not sure if it's going to happen as everybody's slowing down. And yellow flag is out. That will do it. Heat Race 1 winner is going to be Nathan Davis, followed by John Lopresto, Trevor Royer, who you can't see for the pole, and it's going to be the 26 of Christopher Taggett, the 005 of Braden Eiler, and then the 32 of Jason Nygaard. Again, that is how that's going to go, and it looks like probably, if we'll take a look here, that is the field. It should be the 32 of Nygaard that should be close to front. We'll take a look, see how they do play it out. As everyone is rolling off here, we'll go back, and they will switch it up here, as this is going to be 1B. Again, this is Heat Race 1B, so same group of guys. They're just going to mix it up just a little bit. And indeed, we were right. The 32 of Jason Nygaard will be on pole for Heat Race 1B. Alright, we'll see if we get the green flag this time by. Again, I do expect to see some great racing once again, as again we are in heat races. We still have a long night of racing here, and we'll see if they get it. And green flag is out. They're racing already. Jason Nygaard, not the fastest start we've seen for these sprint cars, but he does do it. Right back here. That's a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. As Christopher Taggett going to get into the 36th of Nathan Davis, put him in the wall. They somehow both trying to recover from it. Looks like they will do so. But back up to the front is the 32 of Nygaard. Is going to fall to 3rd, possibly 4th by now, as we got a battle for the lead between the 005 of Eiler and the 90 of Royer. And it looks like it's not going to matter. Caution's coming out. We'll see here. I'm not sure what happened there. Everyone seems to be on pace, except for the 32 of Jason Nygaard, who is back at the back of this pack now. Check in with Nathan Davis. He is up with the field, so again, not sure what happened. We'll take a look here. It looks like the 36, not sure if he's going to go to pit road or what is going to happen here. He is indeed, and the 26 of Christopher Taggett both going to pit road. They're going to get in there and get some damage repaired. So again, caution laps don't count, so they won't go a lap down, as they're going to come back out and tag to the back of the field. But right now, Heat Race 1B race leader is the 005 of Braden Eiler out front, followed by the 90 of Trevor Royer. Those are the top two. In 3rd is the 157 of John Lopresto. Right behind him is Nathan Davis, Christopher Taggett, and then the 32 of Jason Nygaard. We'll see here if we get the green flag. There it is. Green flag's out once again for Heat Race 1B. We'll see if Eiler can hang on to the lead here. It's going to be a tough task to do. I can promise you that, with Nathan Davis and Christopher Taggett and even Trevor Royer coming behind them. Such very fast drivers we watch week in and week out. We got a lot of guys in here we have not seen, like John Lopresto. We did watch him in the V2R race the other night, so we know he's quick, so we'll see if he can do it right now. This race belongs to Braden Eiler, but here comes Trevor Royer. He's going to try to get in there, just couldn't quite make it stick. I'm sure that battle is not done. He will keep trying to see if he can't get by him for the lead here in Heat Race 1B. Again, just Eiler right out front, and he's right where he needs to be doing, right what he needs to be doing. Is now here comes John Lopresto, who has the fastest time here in the session with a 274, and he will take to the high side and pass both of them on the outside. What a pass for Lepresto, back from third to first in one lap, and he is out front, and he is not looking back at all. As we go back to Trevor Royer and Eiler, as Lou Royer is going to get into the inside wall. That's going to let Braden Eiler back by him, but here comes the 36 of Nate Davis. He's going to try to get by for third position. Again, he's going to try to get by the 90 of Royer. Royer hanging onto that spot as best he can right now, but he's got his hands full with the 005 of Braden Eiler right now. Again, that's a three-way battle for second position, as it seems to be shot out of a cannon. John Lepresto just took off on the outside, found a groove that worked for him, and he has pulled away from the rest of this field. Right here, there's a good battle going on. Can they do it? Here comes Trevor Royer, gonna squeeze by Eiler one more time. Can he hang on to it at the line is the question. I'm not sure. That would look like a dead even tide. Here comes Davis trying to squeeze through the middle, and I don't think it's gonna matter, as that will end the race here. No, never mind. They are not pulling it to a stop, or are they indeed? They are indeed pulling it to a stop. Yellow flag is out, so that's how they're going to finish. It's going to be Lepresto. It's going to be the 90 of Royer. The 005 of 005 of Eiler. Not sure where the rest of these guys are back here. Take a look. There is Nathan Davis, Christopher Taggart, and the 32 of Jason Nygaard. So that will do it for Heat Race 1B. Next, coming up, is going to be Heat Race 2A. Here in just a few minutes. Red flag is out. Again, Heat Race 2A is about to come out onto the track. Alright, again, we do want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight, whether you are over on Facebook or here with us on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. Definitely, if you are new here tonight, please do hit that subscribe button and let us know you like the racing and you want to be notified of all our future events, as we do have a lot of great events coming up. If we take a look here while we have a break at the moment, tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, you might say, is the No Excuses Sim Series Short Track Series race at 2 p.m. Central. Followed by, actually, that is it. We do have KR Stolfus on another channel helping out with that. Come Monday, the worst day of the week, but the best day over here at MaxSpeedTV, we have some great racing. I'm not sure if SRA Gen 6 Series is on or not, but if they are, that'll be starting around 6:30. As well as the No Excuses 360 Series race at 8 p.m. Central. So those are the next few upcoming events, so you definitely want to stay tuned for all of those, as the yellow flag is getting ready to come out here. Looks like this heat race will have Ernie Williams, Carter Chevalier, hopefully we get that right. We're going to do our best. Anthony Lepresto, Lyle Johnson, Mike Molnar, and Roger Wagner looks to be coming out on the track, so he is going to race indeed. So we will definitely keep an eye on that and see. I wasn't sure if he was going to be racing, but it looks like he is indeed going to be racing with us. So the question is, which one of these guys are going to get in here? It looks like for the most part, with the exception of Roger Wagner, everyone in this group is fairly new. Anthony Lepresto, Ernie Williams, Lyle Johnson, Mike Molnar. Actually, every single driver in Heat Race 2A is brand new to the series. So this could get very interesting. Again, apologies to the 05 if we do get it. He told us how to pronounce it, but we'll try to do our best to get that name right. Again, that's Carter Chevalier, Again, hopefully we do get it right. But it looks like the 91 is going to be on pole. That is Ernie Williams. As it looks like we should get the green flag. There it is. Green flag's out. And I'm not sure somebody didn't go as they were way off pace there. Not sure who that was back towards the back here. We got a battle going on for the lead up here. And it looks like Ernie Williams has got his hands full with the 31 of Roger Wagner. As Wagner will get by him for the lead. So Roger Wagner out front. And let's take a look a little further back here. Somebody was into the wall there. It looked like a little bit. As it looks like no cautions out so far. As you'll see, they are slowing down indeed. And there it is. A yellow flag is out. So I'm not sure what happened there. Anthony Lepresto seems to be fine. I'll check in with Mike Molnar, Carter Chevalier, Ernie Williams, and Lyle Johnson. Everyone seems to be good. Oh, again, I'm not sure what happened. There it is, the 05. Not sure what happened there. We saw a blue car get into the wall. Looked like he got into that outside wall. Again, that is Carter Chevalier in the 05 right now, going in to get some damage repaired. He will do so as we'll go back to your race leader here, the 31 of Roger Wagner. Alright, again, looks like they're getting ready. Don't think we'll get the green flag this time by. We are indeed, never mind. Green flag is out once again. Roger Wagner out front, followed by the 10 of Anthony Lepresto. Again, we'll probably refer to him as Lepresto as her R2 here. So that is, again, Anthony Lepresto. Following Roger Wagner very closely here. Mike Molnar, brand new driver. We've seen him be very fast over in VLR races. So we're definitely going to see how he stacks up here tonight. Ernie Williams started on pole. He is currently in third position, just ahead of Mike Molnar at the moment. It looks like Mike Molnar just going to run the fourth fastest time here in the session, and he is going to get by the 91 of Ernie Williams with a slide job right there going into the front stretch. We'll hang on there, check in back of the front. No competition for Wagner out front. Anthony Lepresto is still hanging by in second place, just ever so slightly. Well, the question is, can he hang on to it? Lyle Johnson has his hands full right now in that 111 machine with the 05 of Carter Chevalier back again towards the back of this field. They're running down the 91 right now. Again, that is Williams, Ernie Williams, who started on pole, but he has fallen back a little bit. Check in with Mike Molnar, second fastest in the session right now. He is third on the track, so we'll see if he can run down the 10 of Anthony Lepresto. And that is going to be a very interesting question to see if he can. There are really no battles going on right now, as you have Roger Wagner out front with a sizable lead at the moment. We'll definitely keep an eye as we go on a little bit closer to these guys here. Alright, so again here, watching Roger Wagner, just giving you a different angle here because there's no battling going on. First, I'm going to let you see these guys real fast with a few different angles. So look here, there's the 10 right behind him. We actually may have a battle going on right there. That's for second position. And I don't think it's going to happen, as Roger Wagner is going to shut it down. So that will do it for here. Race 2A. So heat race 2B getting ready to come out onto the track. That one's going to be Roger Wagner, Anthony Lepresto. Looks like the 156 is going to go to pit road. So that is unfortunate. I'm not sure if he's going to get scored properly. There's the 91, the 111, and the 05. As we look a little further up there, he should have been right there, so I'm sure they'll score him properly. But he definitely exited just a little bit earlier. He's on pit road, so we'll see if he comes out here in just a minute to claim his spot. Again, Heat Race 2B is getting ready to come out onto the track here in just a few minutes, or I see come out. Some of them will be coming out. Again, Mike Molnar is on pit road. The rest of them will just get in the correct order as they don't come to the pits to refuel. They should have put enough fuel in for both heat races. Alright, they are rolling off here, and we'll see who makes their way to the front. And it looks like so far the 10 of Anthony Lepresto is going to get up there. Who's going to be joining him on the inside is the question here. As it looks like maybe it's going to be the 05 of Carter Chevalier going to be on pole. Not sure. He's hanging around third place, so we'll see who makes their way to the front. And it looks like he will claim pole. So again, the 05 of Carter Chevalier is going to take pole for Heat Race 2B. And there it is. Green flag is out. He will get to a huge lead there. He was pole sitter. It's up to him to start this race, and he did a good job of that. Anthony Lepresto in second right now with the 31 of Roger Wagner all over his back bumper, all over that gas tank. And let's see if he can get by him right now. Good battle right now. 1, 2, 3 on your screen. Watching them right now. Coming on the backstretch. Coming into turn 3. Looks like the 10 of Anthony Lepresto is going to try to make a slide job here. Can he slide up and get it? Not even going to slide up. He is going to take the spot. Oh, the 05 way out of shape there. Almost getting into Roger Wagner. Keeps it off of him somehow. But now it's back to the front. The 10 and the 31. Lepresto and Wagner. Again, this is just like the last heat race. In 2A, we have the same two cars battling for the same real estate up for first position. It's reversed this time around, though. It is the 10 out front, trailed by the 31. In 2A, it was the complete opposite. You had the 31 out front with the 10 behind him. So we'll see if they can switch it up here, if they're going to battle really hard. Let's see who comes out on top. It looks like the 156 still on pit road. Let's go back here to these guys. Just behind all these, back in 4th and 5th, the 111 of Lyle Johnson and the in the 111 of Lyle Johnson and the 91 of Ernie Williams. It looks like Carter Chevalier just in front of them in third position. Mike Mulder again off the track, but back up to the front. It looks like Anthony Lepresto is putting the hurting on Roger Wagner right now. He just can't quite get to him. The last race just before this, it was the complete opposite. Roger Wagner was out front and Lepresto could not catch him, and now it is the complete reverse role as you have Lepresto out front and Wagner just can't get up to him. So this could be interesting. If this plays itself out, I would imagine the 10 and the 31 will make it to the feature race locked in. It is based off of points here in the heat races. Them two just trading spots that should lock those two into that race, into the trophy dash and into the feature race. Very interesting to see these guys. Not much of a battle going on back here towards the back either, as it looks like everybody's slowing down and they're going to stop, so that will do it for Heat Race 2B. Those are your front two cars right there, the 10, the 31, followed by the 05, the 91, and the 111 slowing down there, as well as Mike Molnar on pit road. But your race winner for Heat Race 2B goes to the 10 of Anthony Lepresto. So coming up next will be Heat Race 3A, coming up here in just a few minutes. All right, Heat Race 3A is getting ready to come out on to the track as we will get ready with them. It is going to be Ryan Wilson, Derek Walker, Danny Waller Jr., John Batista, Chris Brenner, and Brad Speidel. A lot of great drivers here getting to the end of pit road, and they will take off here in a minute for Heat Race 3A. So we do want to remind everyone while we have a moment here, let us know you like the racing by hitting that subscribe button if you are new here and have not done so in the past. And definitely hit that thumbs up button, give it a like. We do appreciate all of the fans and drivers that come out and watch these races week in and week out with us. So definitely thanks for tuning in, as we got about 25 people here on Facebook and a few people over in 25 people here on YouTube and a few people over on Facebook as well. Definitely thanks for tuning in here tonight. Definitely, again, subscribe to get all the latest details here. It looks like everyone is getting ready here. It looks like the 29 of Ryan Wilson will be your pole sitter. So they're definitely not going to get ready to go yet. So to remind everyone, stay tuned. Coming up at the next couple of races, we do have the No Excuses Sim Series Short Track Series on Sunday, the No Excuses 360 Series on Monday. We also have Newark and DSRL Super Late Model Series and ARL coming up on Tuesday. So a lot of great races coming up here in the near future, this coming next week. So make sure you are subscribed to be notified of all of that. But it looks like we are just about ready here to get the green flag once again here in Heat Race 3A. There it is. Green flag's out. Punched up start there. We do get going. John Batista on the inside. He's going to try to make a run for the lead. You have the 29 and the 39 trying to battle for the lead. Oh, Batista and Walker get collected together. Looked like John Batista may have gotten into the 29 there just a little bit. His yellow flag is going to come out. So let's go back and take a quick look at that real fast. What happens here? Oh, right there. Contact with the 29. John Batista, the 39, gets into the 29. Ryan Wilson there just a little bit, and that's going to send the 20 right to pit road of Derek Walker as he has nowhere to go. It gets right into the back of the 39 of John Batista. Looks like Ryan Wilson's going to be on pit road, so that will give the lead over to the 1 of Danny Waller Jr. All right, not going green this time. Looks like we're going to take one more lap before we get the green flag here. Again, one more lap and we will get the green flag here to restart Heat Race 3A. All right, everybody is lined up correctly. That's going to put the 84 Chris Brenner on the outside in second now. We'll see how it's going to play out here. There it is. Green flag is out. What a start for the 1 of Danny Waller Jr. He got a huge lead. We'll see if the 39 can regroup. He's already back to second, starting on in third. So he gained one spot already. But here comes Chris Brenner. He ain't going to give it up without a fight. He's going to try to get by there right behind the 20 of Derek Walker. So again, Derek Walker making it 3 wide. You got Waller, Brenner, Walker right there for second place. And here comes Chris Brenner trying to make it to second place. And he's going to do it at the line. So can he get by? Here comes the 20 of Derek Walker now. He's going to take second, at least for a moment. He's going to dive it to the inside, put a slide job on. Can't quite complete it, though. And that's going to give second place once again to the 84 of Chris Brenner. But those two very fast, very competitive drivers, and neither one of them will just step aside and let the other one have it. This could be a very good battle. Looks like John Batista back out front, though, as he is definitely checked out a little bit with these two battling right now. So this is going to get very interesting. Ryan Wilson back here towards the back right now after the contact. That hurt him more than anybody. Danny Waller Jr. has fallen to fourth. And Brad Speidel currently in fifth place. Again, we want to keep an eye right here, as that seemed to be the battle, but now Chris Brenner's kind of pulling away from Derek Walker here in Heat Race 3A. So we're going to keep a very close eye on this. Looks like we may have actually 5 heat races here. I'm not sure. We'll keep an eye on that. This is 3, so it looks like we only have at least 5 heat races. Right now, John Batista, what a run. He is out front, and with these two battling, Chris Brenner and Derek Walker battling for second position so long, that did let him pull away. Interesting note, though, Chris Brenner, 14.296. That car right there, he is the fastest car in the session right now with that 14, or in this group, I might say, with a 14.296. He is the fastest time out of this group of cars, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter as they are slowing down here. We'll see. Actually, no, Brad Speidel, caution is out. It's not for the race being over, so let's go take a look, see what happens here. What happened to the 555? Oh, Danny Waller Jr. went around. That's what happened. Brad Speidel having nowhere to go but to get into him, so that is what brought out that caution as they're going to take it to pit road, going back up to the front. There's your top 3 right now. John Batista, Chris Brenner, and Derek Walker. Alright, looks like we may get the green flag this time by. I will definitely keep an eye on that. It is at the race leader's discretion when they start, once he has control of this field. And I do look to see John Batista in that number 39 Valvoline car get a good lead here. And that's exactly what he needs to do with laps closing in. And there it is, green flag's out. He got a 3-4 car lead. That's what he needed to do. And here comes Derek Walker to the inside of Chris Brenner, almost getting right there. And looks like the 84 Chris Brenner is going to make a little contact with the outside wall. Not enough for Walker to capitalize on those, though, as Walker will settle for third once again. And that may actually do it. They are slowing down and pulling it to the back, which I do believe they are. Yellow flags out. Heat race 3A is over. That's how they're going to finish. Batista, Brenner, Walker, and we'll take a look, Speidel. And then we have Ryan Wilson and Danny Waller Jr. Is how they are officially going to finish here tonight. Congrats to John Batista on getting the win here in Heat Race 3A, and that means Heat Race 3B is getting ready to come out on to the track here, get in the correct order. I don't think anybody is going to have to officially come out of pit road, as everyone did make the race. So we'll see how it's going to mix up. It looks like possibly Derek Walker will be on pole for Heat Race 3B. Alright, this should be it here. We should get the green flag this time by. We are. There it is again. Heat Race 3B is underway. Derek Walker out front. Here comes Chris Brenner in a second place. Can Brenner get by? Again, such a good run. Teammates with Tim Smith, who again just yesterday locked himself into one of the 30 drivers for a chance to actually race a real sprint car. So again, a good achievement for this UWU team. As we'll see here is Chris Brenner can get by Derek Walker. And here comes John Batista to the inside of Brenner. Brenner battling for second right now, but once again it goes to Brenner for second place. It looks like they're both really in. Walker here out front. Brad Speidel in fourth place right now. He is not giving up. Right behind him is the 1 of Danny Waller Jr. and then the 29 of Ryan Wilson. Again, Wilson was out front, just not having the luck he wanted right now after that contact made between him and the 39 in the heat race 3A. Right now, Derek Walker out front, and he has got all sorts of company coming from the 84 of Chris Brenner all over his back bumper. But you really can't even count out John Batista. John Batista's right there. That is your top 3. And here goes Brenner with the slide job, trying to take the lead. Can he hang on to it? He will barely, if at all. But here comes Derek Walker back to the inside. And, slide job right in front of the 84 from the 20. And that will make contact there. But that slowed him down, and that is exactly what a slide job is intended to do. Make him slow down, and he did, and it cost him a lot of momentum as contact between the 39 and the 84 and caused contact between the 84 and the 20. They've kind of spread out now, but we are still racing. The skill level here is just outstanding in a DSRL, as it once again is Derek Walker out front, followed by Chris Brenner and John Batista. Those front 3 have beaten the bang and somehow stayed clean and have not wrecked yet. So what a race between these top 3, and they're regrouping to do it one more time. Laps are winding down here in heat race 3B, but here comes Brenner to the outside one more time, and I bet you he's going to cut it in right here. And I'm not sure if he's going to have enough laps to do it, as now Walker way out front, and he is going to shut it down. Yellow flag is out. Heat race 3B is over. There's your top 3 right there. Walker, Brenner, and Batista. Right behind him is going to be Speidel, followed by Waller Jr. and Ryan Wilson. That is going to be how they finish. But again, Derek Walker getting the win here in heat race 3B. So that means 4A coming up here in just a few moments. All right, heat race 4A is getting ready to come out on the track. Again, a lot of great drivers in here as well, so we'll take a look, see if we can get to the front. And it looks like your pole sitter for heat race 4A is going to be the 610 of Craig Levan. Looks like he's got a new paint job on that car as well. And the 21, I believe that is Chad Miller here with us. We'll take a look. It is indeed Chad Miller on the outside. Richard Stallings this race as well. We have Aaron Theriot, Drew Neal, Blake Durflinger, Ted Decker Jr. So a lot of great drivers here in this race as well. All right, there it is. The green flag is out for the first time here in heat race 4A. what a start. It looks like the 6'10 is going to slide up in front of the 21 of Chad Miller. That is Craig Levan. And it didn't take long. Right out of the gate, Chad Miller is going to get the lead here. So not even a lap completed. Chad Miller to the front, followed by the 6'10 of Craig Levan. Those two battling right now. Richard Stallings trying to get into the mix as he's got a lot of company coming from, looks like the 33 of Durflinger. Durflinger going to try to take it to the inside here. We'll see, can he get by him? And he is going to squeeze by him just a little bit. Definitely a good run for him. He's going to take third place. Craig Levan still trying to get by Chad Miller for the lead. But right now, Chad Miller out front, and he's definitely hanging on to that lead very easily at the moment. Coming back, Ted Decker Jr. rounding out this field right now, back in the 6th position. Looking ahead of him is Drew Neal in the number 5 position. In 5th position, Aaron Theriot just ahead of him. It looks like they're going to trade spots, but here comes Aaron Theriot in the 83 trying to get by. Again, we'll take a look here. He's got the 21st fastest time right now, as he is a little bit all over the place there, just a little squirmy, battling with the number 5 right now. The number 5 is going to slide up, and what a slide drop from Aaron Theriot, as he's going to take that position from the 5 of Drew Neal. Richard Stallings just ahead of them. No battles going on right now. Whoa, what a slide job from the 5. Couldn't make it stick, though, as he sent it right there and it slid right in front of Aaron Theriot. And we're going to check in with Blake Durflinger, who now gets by the 6'10", and he is trying to get up to the leader of Chad Miller, but I'm not sure if anybody has anything for Chad Miller. But looking at times here, they're 12th and 13th fastest here in the session. Chad Miller 14 4:69 with Durflinger 14:490. Those are the fastest times here in the session. Right now, it is belonging to Chad Miller out front, as it looks like we may go green to checkered here in Heat Race 4A. We'll move on to 4B. Looks like a caution is out. Either that or this race is over. It looks like they are shutting it down. So that will do it for Heat Race 4A. It is over. It's going to go to Chad Miller, followed by Blake Durflinger. Craig Levan in 3rd, followed by Richard Stallings. Aaron Theriot and the 79 of Ted Deckard, followed by Drew Neal in the 5. But again, the winner of Heat Race 4A goes to Chad Miller. So that just leaves 4B coming up next for these group of guys. One more heat race, and we will officially move on to the 5th and final heat race. Got a few cars going to pit road there. Oh, we'll see how that plays itself out. They may have to go in for fuel. So we'll see here. Again, this is getting ready for a heat race 4B. Alright, again, just getting ready here. They are switching it up, and it looks like the 5 of Drew Neal is going to be on pole for this one. On the outside of him is going to be the 33 of Blake Durflinger. Alright, looks like we might get it this time. There it is. Green flag is out. Heat race 4B is officially underway. Again, good run there for the 5 of Drew Neal as he gets out to a good start. But he's got company coming from the 33 of Blake Derflinger right now. Can Derflinger get the win here in heat race 4B? And we should have one more heat race. And it should be a doozy. A lot of great drivers in there as well. Looking back here, Aaron Etheria trying to work his way up right now. Let's see if he can't get in there. He's back in 5th position. Correction, 6th position. As you look up here to Chad Miller, got a good run going on between Craig Levan, Richard Stallings, and the 21 of Chad Miller. Chad Miller gets things in the back of the 17 just a little bit. He does manage to stay off him for the most part, just a little bit of a tap there. And he will get by him for 4th position. Right ahead of them is the car Chad Miller is trying to run down. That is Craig Levan, who just ran the 10th fastest time here in the session with a 14.368. Again, they didn't have any hot laps or qualifiers right into the race, and we may have a battle for the lead now. So we'll look up here. Here comes Blake Derflinger, who just took the 10th fastest time away from Chad Miller. But the number 5, Drew Neal, is not giving it to him. He is fighting him every single inch, trying to battle for every position. He wants to hang on to that win here in heat race 4B if he can do so. And he right now is doing a terrific job of that. Can he hang on to the win is the question. He's got a very fast driver behind him with Blake Derflinger. So interesting to see if he can hang on to it. Again, right behind them is these guys. It looks like the 610 may be out of fuel. Not sure what's happening. He's pulling it to a stop, and that shouldn't bring out a caution, as again, he may be out of fuel. And that is the 610 of Craig Levan. No cautions out. Single car pulled it to a stop. So now the only battle going on is right there. And here comes the 33 of Derflinger. Going to slide up, almost getting into the 5 of Drew Neal. Drew Neal, that is. Now he does manage to stay off of him, though, so we'll see if he can keep doing it. He's just got to get right there. Drew Neal out front and is not showing any signs of letting up at all. And it looks like they are going to slow it down here. And they're going to pull it to a stop. That race is over. Everybody coming to a stop. It's going to be Drew Neal, Blake Derflinger, Chad Miller, followed by the 17 of Richard Stallings and the 83 of Aaron Etheria. Ted Deckard back there looked like he may have had some contact. And finishing out the field is going to be Craig Levan in the 610, who I do believe ran out of fuel. Again, we should have one more heat race here. So that will bring out heat race 5A here in just a few moments. Alright, coming out on to the track is going to be Heat Race 5A. Again, looks like we have a few drivers, Stephen Parks, Dustin Sizemore, Scott Masick, that have not gotten their cars yet. I don't see us running a heat race with 3 drivers, so those drivers may have missed their chance here. So we'll see how that is going to play itself out. May get a confirmation from race control to see if those guys are going to come out or not. So it definitely just give us a few moments, and we'll see if we can't find out about that. All right, we did get a confirmation there. Indeed, this is the last group of guys coming out for heat race 5A and 5B. So we'll see if Michael Hembold, Stephen Parks, Dustin Sizemore, and Scott Masick tag to the back of a either the C or D main. I'm not sure what we're going to have here with around 35 drivers. We may have a D main here tonight. But again, they will not be in a heat race, so we'll stay here and go back up to the front here. As it looks like Ted Liette in the 331 is going to be your pole sitters. They're all pulling off track here. Oh, interesting. Not sure what is going on, but we'll try to figure that out. It looks like everyone is going to reset, and we're going to try this one more time. Alright, not sure. Here we go. We're getting ready, though. I'm not sure what happened there, but these guys are creeping along at about 25 miles an hour. And I'm not sure what happened there. But in this race, it is going to be Ted Liette, Kenneth Dakey Jr., Rock Garris, Garris, I believe that is right, John Winkler, and let's see here, Jack Storsky, hopefully we get that right, Strosky, that looks more like it. We do apologize if we get that wrong, but it looks like Strosky, again, and Brett Garris, again, I believe that is how to pronounce it. So a lot of guys, newer guys here, not necessarily brand new, but definitely new here tonight. So we'll keep an eye on all of them to see how they play out here in this race. All right, green flag is out. It looks like Ted Liette is going to be out front. Let's see if anybody can get. We know Ted Liette is very fast. As we're going to take a look back here, that is Kenneth Dakey Jr. in the 74 right now. It looks like just ahead of him is the 16 of Jack Strosky back there in second position. Can he hang on to it? We'll definitely see if he can. John Winkler in here in that 01 machine. Definitely in a very interesting to see if he can. He's back a little bit back, but very good driver, very clean driver. So we'll see how he plays in. Right now, it looks like the 64 of Brock Garris is going to hang on to the position just behind. Looks like about fourth position behind the 74 of Kenneth Dakey Jr. Ted Liette out front, and he is moving forward very quickly, and he is definitely going to be a contender here tonight at Eldora Speedway. Again, just tuning in, you're watching the DSRL 360 Sprint Car Series presented by MaxSpeedTV. We'll see right now. That is his closest competition. The 16 of Jack Ostrowski is still trying to catch him. A nice paint job there. No battling going on really at the moment. So just for the moment here, let's go with your leader, Ted Liette. Let's go on board with him for just a few laps or so before we get over to the next one, if we can get to it. Let's go on board with the Team B Rusty Core on board camera. You're riding with your race leader right now, the 331 of Ted Liette. And it looks like Jack Ostrowski just ran a faster lap than him here in the session with 15.495 to 15.525. That could play out interesting. See if you can clear him in. Good start up front. He's staying up there. That could change here in the race. 5B. Very interesting to see if we can. Then you're riding along with Ted Liette. Looks like he is going to shut it down there. Losing a little bit of speed, so he is slowing it down. He's going to pull it to the backstretch. So we will go back to our camera here, as that will bring out the yellow. Heat Race 5A race winner is going to go to the 331 of Ted Liette, followed by Jack Ostrowski in the 16. Then we got Kenneth Dakey Jr. in the 74, the 64 of Brock Garris, and the 01 of John Winkler. And not going to take any time as the Heat Race 5B is getting ready. And they are going to get going out. We'll see. It looks like possibly the 74 of Kenneth Dakey Jr. will be the pole sitter for Heat Race 5B. Alright, we'll see if we can get the green flag. We do indeed. The 74 of Kenneth Dakey Jr. out front. And we'll see if the 16 can run him down. He was unable to run down the last leader, and he's going to get into the wall, get into the 64. Major contact being made with the wall, just a little bit between him and the 64 of Brock Garris, but he does manage to hang on to the position somehow of second. So we'll see if he can do it. Third place is belonging to currently Brock Garris back again in the third. Here comes Ted Liette. He's going to try to get third from Brock if he can possibly do it. And not going to happen that time. He started out front. That helped him a lot in Heat Race 5A, but 5B not working out in his favor at the moment, as he's having to fight through all of these cars. As he's back in fourth position right now. John Winkler back in fifth. And at the end of that is all of the drivers here in this heat race. And the 16, Jack Ostrowski run down the 74 of Kenneth Dakey Jr. for first. That is going to be a very interesting battle here, as he's in the same position he was last time, except it was Ted Liette out front last time. And here he goes to the bottom. He's going to try to put a slide job. Can't make it stick. 74 of Dakey Jr. is going to get back to the lead here in Heat Race 5B. Again, you're watching the DSRL 360 Sprint Car Series, presented by MaxSpeedTV here at Eldora Speedway. So this could be a very interesting battle. Once again, the 16 of Ostrowski getting it into the outside wall. He is hanging on for dear life in that machine right now. That has to have some damage. Now he's got company coming from the 64 and the 331. That is Brock Garris and Ted Liette. So both of these drivers trying to run down. As there's Ted Liette going to get third place from Garris in this race. And he get by the rest of these guys and get up there. A solid 1-2 finish would definitely, probably, most likely anyway, put him into the feature race through that trophy dash. So he wants to get up there and do it. Right now, it looks like the 16 will probably be locked in based on 2 second place finishes. Again, it's all based on points, so we'll see how it plays itself out here. But here comes Ted Liette to second. He is going to get by the 16, puts a slide job on, and 16 has to check up. And that will give him the spot, and it looks like that actually may end the race there as everyone's coming to a stop on the backstretch, and it will indeed end the race. So that will do it here. Kenneth Dakey Jr. getting the win, followed by Ted Liette and Jack Strowski in third. Looks like the 64 of Brock Garris in fourth, and the 01 of John Winkler in fifth position. Red flag is out. So take a look. We're going to step away for just a minute, and we'll be right back. All right, well, we got the word from race control. There was no 6 heats race. Then there is. So apparently race control is not even sure what they're doing. So we are going to run 6 heat race here. We asked this to them beforehand when there was about 5 drivers that hadn't come out. And we're told no 6 heat race. But apparently something changed their mind. So we are going to run one more heat race here. As we got about, again, 36 drivers here that have yet to come out and do a heat race. All right, we'll see. It looks like Dustin Sizemore is going to be your pole sitter for Heat Race 6A. We'll see. Again, it looks like the only one that hasn't come out is Scott Masick, so would be fairly confident they're not going to add a 7th heat race for one driver, but you never know. We didn't think we were going to have a 6 heat race, but it did get shoved in here at the last minute. Green flag is out. Heat Race 6A is underway. Dustin Sizemore out front, followed by the 77 of Mark Penske in the second place. Paul Crumry is putting on a good run. I was pretty confident. I thought he was in the hospital earlier, possibly fighting pneumonia. He is here racing, so good to see him back. And we'll try to get a word in with him during the break if we can. I believe he indeed was in the hospital earlier, so we definitely want to get a word in with him. Good to see him back, though, regardless. He's going to take second place, possibly from Mark Penske on the outside. He's going to do it the hard way, and he does take second place. Mark Penske's going to have to settle back for third place. Stephen Parks in fourth place right now, another driver we have not seen here before, and one we haven't seen in a while back here in the back in the 86. Michael Hembo, we have not seen him in quite a while, but he is back racing in a very bright green and purple car. He is way out of shape on the backstretch, so he's going to try to get that going back. He is back in 5th position right now. And there's your leader coming out of turn 3 into turn 4 right now, Dustin Sizemore. What a run, good run for him tonight. Paul Crumry in second place. He's going to try to run him down. Again, this is Heat Race 6A. So again, 6 heat races here tonight with about 35 drivers. The question is, can they run him down? Can they catch him? Right behind him is Mark Penske in third place right now. Mark Penske doing everything he can to try to run him down. There's really no battles going on right now, so let's jump to this camera so you can get some different camera angles here of the 11. That is your race leader right there. The 11, Dustin Sizemore. Jumping back here, Paul Crumroy right there coming out of turn 4, followed by Mark Penske, who is now on pit road. So we're not sure what happened there. We'll take a look, but Mark Penske is no longer in the race. So very interesting. They're not sure if he blinked out or had contact or what happened. But he is no longer here with us on the track. So that is very interesting, as that's now going to put the 37 of Stephen Parks in 3rd and Michael Limbold in 4th. And it looks like a caution is going to come out. Again, not sure what that caution was for at all. Again, Mark Penske is out of the race. It looks like they're going to shut it down here. Again, very weird. I didn't see any caution come out, and they took an extra lap. They didn't just pull it to the backstretch. But that is how they're going to finish right there. The 11, the 8, the 37, followed by the 86. And there is Mark Penske. He must have just wrecked out of the race, as he's going to tag to the back here in the 5th position. Oh, Dustin Sizemore getting the win, and that will get ready for a 6B, as they're already out on the track. So a little bit of confusion there. Not sure what was going on. We did see a car flip out of the track or something. Just Alt F forward out of here. Something happened. It was Mark Penske, so no idea what happened there, as he was just off the track. But now he is back, and he is going to be starting this race, it looks like, if he does come out. Take a look and see where he is. There he is in row 2 on the outside, so we'll keep an eye, as it looks like the 37 of Stephen Parks is going to be your pole sitter for a heat race 6B. Alright, there it is. Green flag is out. Again, this is your final heat race of the night. And it looks like Paul Crumroy is going to put a good battle on here. Again, we'll see if we can't get a word with him after this race. And right now, they are battling for first place between Stephen Parks and Paul Crumroy. Here comes the 77, going to try to get into the mix. Oh, the third. That looks like Stephen Parks in the 77 is going to get into the 11 after getting into the 8. And that's going to put Dyson Sizemore with heavy damage there. Not sure if a caution is going to come out so far. It doesn't look like it is. And it is indeed. Caution is out. Yellow flag being waved. Dustin Sizemore getting the worst end of that deal, as the 37 came down and just clobbered the front of that car. And so, very interesting. The front of that car, he did have to go get some damage repaired. So that will put him towards the back of this field. Paul Crumroy, on the other hand, is out front. He's got Mark Penske right behind him. The 37 somehow hanging on to 3rd place. I'm not sure how, after hitting 2 cars, and there he is. He is going to pull the pit road. He has got to get some damage repaired after hitting 2 cars there, and possibly the wall, I do believe. We'll see Dustin Sizemore going to tag to the back here in 4th position. So we'll move on to your race leader. Paul Crumroy is your race leader for Heat Race 6B. Green flag is out once again here in Heat Race 6B, and it's going to be a good one still. Not a whole lot of battling been going on here in the heat races, but that will all change once we get into the mains and your feature race. Mark Penske still back in the 2nd position. Again, not sure what happened to him in Heat Race 6A, but he just abruptly left the track and went directly to pit road. So I'm not sure what happened there. Checking with Dustin Sizemore, who is now in 3rd place, getting by the 37 of Stephen Parks, after Stephen Parks got into him a few laps ago on the backstretch. So he had to get by him cleanly. So Sizemore already winning his first race in Heat Race 6A, and He is up top, almost getting into the wall. He is right there. He's got to have some tire marks on that outside wall right now. But looking up to the front, those are your front two right there. The 77 second place of Mark Pinsky and Paul Crumry in first place right now here in heat race 6B. So this race is winding down. Again, only 10 laps per heat race. He is out front dominating this race at the moment. So let's go on board with him here for just a lap. Again, Paul Crumry is a race leader. We'll go on board with him courtesy of the TV record on board camera. And right there, the number 8 of Paul Crumry. Alright, that will do it. Red flag is out. That is going to conclude all of your heat races. It is going to be the number 8 of Paul Crumry, the 77, the 11, and they're going to put rows. We don't know the rest of the field here. Stephen Parks back there. So that will conclude all of your heat races, though. Coming up next, I believe we'll have a D main. We'll let you know what's coming up next here in just a few minutes. But don't go anywhere, folks. We are going to step away here for just a minute, but we will be back here probably within tops maybe 5 minutes. But regardless, we'll be back here 3 to 5 minutes or so with your next race. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Alright, we are back here. A yellow flag is out. C-Main coming up as everyone is getting ready here. You see him pulling out onto the track. Again, we'll have 15 laps here in the C-Main. Top 4 drivers going on, so we're going to focus on those top 4 spots to let you know who's going to be making it to the B-Main. Following this C-Main will be the Trophy Dash, and then we will have a little intermission before we go to the B-Main. Alright, again, I apologize for that. New Windows, we don't have all of our settings right here, as I keep swinging the switch to my desktop, so we do apologize for that. We're trying to get all of this sorted out here tonight, but again, we had to install a new copy of Windows here, and it is trying to pass out on us here every once in a while. So we do apologize for the random desktop here every once in a while. But it shouldn't happen much longer. We are going to try to get that fixed. It looks like everyone is coming out on to the track now. We'll take a look, see who's going to be out front. Looks like Christopher Taggett is going to be your pole sitter in the number 26 machine. He's kind of in the middle there, but it looks like he is going to take to the bottom now. So the 26 of Christopher Taggett is going to be the pole sitter. Again, top 4, that's all that's going to make it. So we'll see who can hang on to it and who is going to be your race winner here tonight. Alright, green flag is out. C-Main is underway for the first time. Again, caution laps do not count. Looks like in second place right now is Ryan Wilson, and we're going to try to see who we can see back in a second or third position, third, fourth right now. So we'll get a glimpse behind these, and it looks like it's going to be the 01 of John Winkler. He's going to get past, though, here. Aaron Theriot into the wall. That's the fourth place now, right there. John Winkler, as it looks like a caution is going to come out. So Aaron Theriot got into the outside wall. I'm not sure if that's what officially brought out the caution or not. It looks like Nygaard on pit road. Let's go back and take a look. Jason Nygaard, there it is, turning it around on pit road. Caution comes out for him, as almost made it to pit road without the caution coming out, but couldn't quite do it, as that will bring it out. Back to the front is Christopher Taggett, your race leader here in the C-Main. Again, behind him is the 29, the 5, and the 01. So, again, the 01 is in the bubble spot right now. That is John Winkler. He's got Aaron Theriot right behind him. So, Aaron Theriot, not somebody who you want to see behind you when you're in a bubble spot. Theriot is so fast. It will definitely be a good battle between these two. So we'll switch back to them here in just a minute. But for now, we're going to go back up to the front to your race leader, which is the 26 of Christopher Taggett. Alright, it looks like we are just about ready here. Everyone is single file in where they should be here in line. We'll see if we get it. There it is. Green flag is out once again, but we're not going to pay attention up here at the front. We're going to jump back to John Winkler. Oh, we got the 29 into the outside wall. Winkler's going to get past very quickly. Now major contact there. Winkler's going to go to the bottom. He is going to recover, so let's jump up here to see who we can see. Who is going to be the possible winner here, but we also want to see who is going to be making it, as we're going to take a look here. John Winkler is now out of it. Ted Decker looked like he may be in the spot now. Aaron Theriot will check in with him. Again, Aaron Theriot. Where is he? There he is. Aaron Theriot running about third place right now. We'll check in with the 5 real fast of Drew Neal, who is in second, and a caution is going to come out once again. Again, I'm not sure who this one is for either. It looks like it's going to be John Winkler, who is trying to get to his pit stall there. He will pull into pit road. So that is going to be for the caution. It's going to be for John Winkler. Again, we want to take this a short break here to let everyone know thanks for tuning in here tonight to MaxSpeedTV, whether you are on YouTube or on Facebook with us. If you are on YouTube, definitely hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up if you like the racing here tonight. If you are on Facebook, or if you're not on Facebook, don't leave here. This is the 1080p high def version, but definitely go over and check out the DSRL video vault. That is where all DSRL races will be stored from now on, so definitely go over there and check that out as well. But if you want 1080p high definition, you got to be over here on on YouTube. As the green flag comes out once again, 15 laps is all they are allowed here. And we're going to take a look back here to Aaron Theriot in a third place right now. We'll see who is on the bubble spot here in just a second as they're coming into turn 4. And it is going to be Ted Decker back there in the 4th place. And he's got a lot of company coming from the 1 of Danny Waller Jr. Again, Ted Deckard in the 79 is your 4th place car. He is right on the bubble spot. If he loses that spot to Danny Waller Jr., he will be going home already here in the C main. So he's got to hang on to that position. Danny Waller Jr. wants to get in here. Excuse me, here comes the 156 trying to get into the mix as well. And that is Mike Molnar. So there was contact earlier that got him back where he is now. He's second fastest as he is going to get by. So now Mike Molnar is the bubble spot as he just threaded the needle, got between the 79 and the 1, took that spot. He is now in 4th position. He is the car to beat right now, if anybody can. As we'll take a look here if we can. Take a look and we'll see just how far they are behind her. Now you can't really see him before the overlays. He has got a sizable lead right now. We're looking from his side of his car now. He has got a nice lead as he again is in the bubble spot in 4th position. And he has got really no competition. He is all by himself. Your top 4 are going to make it fairly easy right now. We'll see if he can do it. But right now, Christopher Taggart is out front. As we'll check in, Aaron Theriot in 3rd. And I believe, actually, if we take a look here, corrections may be a little off. That's 3rd place, so 4th place. We apologize for that. Let's go back and take a look. Ted Deckard still is in 4th place, so we do apologize for that. So he is still in jeopardy. He's got the 32 behind him now. Again, the 32 of Jason Nygaard, so we do apologize. We thought that was 4th. And we really don't have a way to keep track too close as to who is where with any position, so we have to do the best we can. But we apologize for that. Ted Deckard is in 4th place right now, and he's got company coming from Jason Nygaard in the 32. Can he come away with the bubble spot and get 4th place? That will be determined. Again, we'll check in with him here in a minute as we'll go back up to the front. Is the 26 of Taggart. I'm not sure. I believe the 5 is not on the lead lap. Drew Neal, unless he got by. So if he did, we were right. Drew Neal did get the lead. And they're about to put another car a lap down. So if they are, we do apologize again. These guys all mixed up in here. It is very hard to see who is where. But it looks like we were right originally. Drew Neal is out front. And it's going to be Drew Neal, Christopher Taggett, Aaron Theriot, and we were right. The 156 of Mike Molnar going to be making it. So again, we do apologize for getting it confused, but it's really hard to keep track of who is where. But that is going to be the 5, the 26, the 83, and the 156 are going to be your top 4 moving on. So with that being said, next up will be the Trophy Dash. Again, here in the Trophy Dash, everyone will make it. Nobody going to be going home from this race. So we will just have to watch for the battles. All right, so again, the Trophy Dash coming up next will be your top 2 drivers from each race based on points, not just where they finished. So that will be coming up here in just a few minutes. So we are going to step away for just a minute or two, and we'll be right back. All right, folks, we are getting ready for the Trophy Dash here. It looks like we're watching there went back to the pit, but your Trophy Dash will include John Batista, Anthony Lepresto, Chris Brenner, John Lepresto, Roger Wagner, Nathan Davis, Blake Derflinger, Chad Miller, Ted Liette, Kenneth Dakey Jr., Dustin Sizemore, and Paul Crumry. Again, that will be your Trophy Dash lineup, as it looks like the 157 of John Lepresto will be the pole sitter for this race. All right, let us know in chat, who are you rooting for tonight? Have they shown the potential to come away with the win here in the feature race? Are they here in the trophy dash? Again, let us know that by typing in chat who you are rooting for. It looks like there it is. Green flags out, your trophy dash is underway. Oh, this will be a short intermission, the B main, and then your feature race. We are closing in on the final event here of the night. Is right now, here comes John Batista, the fastest guy in the session right now with a 14.107, battling side by side, and it doesn't matter, cautions coming out for the first time, and I'm not sure, I do not believe a lap was completed here, as we'll go back to the 157 of John LaPresto, who is going to retake lead here on pole in 0 laps completed, as we will have, I believe, 10 laps here in the Trophy Dash. Same as heat races, 10 laps is all they get. Looks like we got 10 cars in the race as well. So 10 laps, 10 cars. The correction, we have 12 in here. We did have 6 heat races, so 12 cars. That doesn't leave very many to go from the B main to take a field of 20. That's only 8 cars going to be making it from the B main. This could be a very interesting B main, as we'll try to keep an eye on the top 8 drivers as best we can. But it doesn't matter. Green flag's out. Original restart. And here goes the 157 of John LaPresto. And here comes John Batista. So we have the battle of the Johns out front right now. Here in the Trophy Dash. This is going to be a good one. We got a good battle going on back there. We'll check in here. Nate Davis, 4 wide contact between Paul Crumray and Derflinger. Derflinger almost dead on the track, and we'll see if that brings out a caution. So far, I don't see one, as it does indeed. Yellow flag is out. So again, caution. I'm not sure if they completed a lap or not that time. We'll see if they go double file, single file, and who is out front. Alright, so it looks like we're going to go single file this time. So far, that's how they are staying. So it looks like we may have completed 1 lap here. A few cars on pit road. As you see, Dustin Sizemore is on pit road. We'll see if he regroups it and comes back. Paul Crumray in the back here, so I'm not sure. Didn't see exactly who brought the caution out, but Dustin Sizemore is on pit road. He did win one of his heat races, so he is locked into the feature race regardless of what happens here. He'll just be starting a little further back, as it looks like he is indeed out of the race, so that is unfortunate. It doesn't matter. Green flag is out. Back up to the front here. Checking with John Batista, who is now still trying to run down the 157 of John LaPresto. Not sure if that's a brother or a father-son duo. Anthony LaPresto. Oh, major contact between Anthony LaPresto and Chad Miller. And that is going to put Chad Miller into the wall. He's going to have heavy damage to that car, as he's going to limp it around. And we'll see, indeed, a caution is going to come out once again here in the Trophy Dash. This is not like these guys here in the Trophy Dash to be having this many cautions. The amount of cautions, we've already had 3, and we've completed maybe 2 laps. This is almost what you see in the D main usually, so this is very uncharacteristic of this group of drivers. And not necessarily even this group of drivers, because the Trophy Dash is always different drivers, but the skill set that usually it takes to get to the Trophy Dash, we usually do not see this many cautions, but we are here tonight. So again, this could be very interesting to see how the feature race plays out tonight. If this is how the Trophy Dash is going, because all of these guys will be in it. Right now, your race leader is John Lopresto out front right now in the 157 machine, but he's got the 39 right behind him of John Batista. So we're still seeing a battle of the Johns up here at the front. The 157 of John Lopresto, and then there it is. Green flag is out. I did not expect that. Saw a little bit of a gap there, but we are racing once again here in your Trophy Dash. And it looks like we'll see Roger Wagner is on track. We saw him pulling pit road. And not sure what happened to the 157. He is now pulling it to pit road. Maybe he ran out of fuel. That's going to give the lead to John Batista. And here comes Ted Liette trying to get the lead now. And Nate Davis. Nate Davis makes contact with Ted Liette in 331. Again, we'll see. Can Davis get by Ted Liette? That's a battle for second position right now. Moving behind them just a little bit. Looks like we have the 10 of Anthony Lopresto trying to get into the mix with the 84 of Chris Brenner just behind him. Again, very good run for all of these guys. Again, not sure what happened to John Lopresto. He may have run out of fuel. So that is unfortunate. We'll find out maybe if he did leading the race. That is not how you want to go. You're watching a battle back for third position right now. As the 10's going to get into the wall, then get into the Chris Brenner in the 84. Again, that's Anthony Lopresto. As there's your leader right there, the 39 of John Batista. He has got Nate Davis coming very hard right now, trying to see if he can't get by him. Nate Davis has somehow, just in the last week or so, picked up a lot of speed. I don't know if he's on vacation in Las Vegas or other things that he has done have helped him get some speed, maybe just relaxing, getting back to the basics of racing. But he has been a rocket ship lately, so whatever he has done has definitely improved it for him, as he's going to look like he takes second here as Ted Liette stopped on the track. So let's go back and take a look and see what happened to him. Looks like everyone's coming to a stop. That's actually going to be it, so I don't know what happened to Ted Liette, but he has stopped there. That is how they're going to be finished. The 39, the 36, and not sure who was there, but you got the 10 of Anthony Lopresto, the 84 finishing there, the 74. You can find him, Ken Dakey Jr., the 21, the 33, the 8 of Paul Crumry, and behind him nobody, but again, Ted Liette stopping well short of the rest of the guys, so that is unfortunate. I'm not sure what happened there. But that will do it for the Trophy Dash, as John Batista will be starting pole unless they do an invert. He will be starting on pole for the feature race. So next up is going to be a short intermission. So we'll be right back here in just a few minutes with a short, after the short intermission with your B main. Alright guys, we're back here for the B main. Hopefully with any luck it will not turn out like the trophy dash and we won't have too many cautions. Again, we'll see how the trend goes. Looks like your pole sitter is going to be the 90 of Trevor Royer. On his outside is going to be the 91 of Ernie Williams. Again, we are going to take the top 8 drivers from this race. We'll do our best to keep an eye on that. Again, it does make it very hard. We don't have any way to keep track of who is where on track other than just keeping an eye on them. So we are going to do the best we can here. As again, top 8 will make it. Again, looks like we're just about ready. Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight, whether you are on YouTube or on Facebook. Definitely thanks for tuning in tonight. You are watching the DSRL 360 Sprint Car Series presented by MaxSpeedTV. This is the open set night. They have another 360 series on Thursday night that is fixed. There it is. Green flag's out. Not the fastest start we've seen here in the race, but definitely a fairly good one for that matter. It looks like the 20 of Derek Walker is going to try to make a bid for the lead, and he will do it. Derek Walker to the front. Can he hold on to it at the line? He will do it. Derek Walker leads lap 1 of 20 here in the B main. Oh, it looks like the 90 of Trevor Royer is going to get into the outside wall on his side. That will end his night here. You cannot recover from being on the side. Derek Walker is the race leader as the yellow flag comes out for the first time here in the B main. Again, Trevor Royer looks like he is going to pit road. Not sure. There he is. He's still on the track. He cannot get that car back on its wheels if he has to tow, which he is right there, towing the pit road. That will officially end his night here in the B main. So very unfortunate for Trevor Royer. Had such a fast car. Had a nice looking ride too. But the rule is if you can't tow it or if you have to tow it during a main, it does unfortunately end your night. So that is very unfortunate for him. That will put him out of the racing here tonight. So we know he's very fast, so I'm sure he will bounce back next week and come back for another chance to get into victory lane. Well, looks like everybody is getting ready here. In about 1 lap completed. Green flag's out. We're here in the B main. Once again, top 8 drivers make it to the feature race. That's all we're taking. We have 12 already locked in due to heat racing. So this could be very interesting to see. Derek Walker has a sizable lead. Look back here. It looks like Brad Speidel is about in the position here. He's battling with the 005 as well right now. Those two side by side. Back in this group right here is 8th place, and these guys are going to battle hard. We've got 4 cars battling right now. So who is it going to be? Brad Speidel's going to lose the spot to the 005, sorry. 005 is going to get way loose. That is Eiler. And that will put Brad Speidel back ahead of him. And these guys are battling very hard. Right ahead of him is Craig Levan. We'll keep an eye here as we'll see, take a different look here. See if you can't see where everyone is right now. A little bit wider angle. We see a lot of battling going on here right in the area. The car is going home. Derek Walker has a huge lead at the moment. He is not anywhere close to the group of cars right now that is out here battling. Interesting to see here. Again, it looks like Brad Speidel is the 8th place car here in jeopardy of going home. We've got to keep an eye clear around in there. He may have some competition now. We can switch back to our main camera here and switch over to Brad Speidel. Again, that is a jeopardy spot right there, if our math is correct. And now it looks like it's going to go to the 05 of Carter Chevalier. So he is now in the bubble spot. And here comes the 156, Mike Molnar. We've seen him so fast earlier. He is still the second fastest time here in the session. Derek Walker just took the fastest time with a 14.866. But it doesn't matter one bit if you can't get to the front. And that's all that matters. And that's exactly what Derek Walker is doing out front right now. Is now the 05 and the 156 battling. Again, we don't have a way to keep the exact position of what these guys are like we can in the feature, but this area in here is where 8th place is. To read if our maths is correct, the 05 of Carter Chevalier is in 8th position right now. Again, we'll try to keep an eye on that position as well. He has got all sorts of company coming from Mike Molnar right now. Mike Molnar going to take it to the inside. See if he can't get by him, but he's not quite there. He is digging with everything he has. He's also got the 610 of Craig Land just in front of him. So definitely, we'll see if he can do it. Oh, contact between the 156. That is not going to sit pretty. That indeed will bring out a caution. Everybody slowing down. Yellow flag is out. Can Mike Molnar roll it back to victory, to pit road? If he can, he might have a shot at victory lane. He's very fast. And it looks like he will indeed be able to roll it back. So his night is not over. He's going to go in and get some repairs done. But out front still is Derek Walker in the number 20 car. Again, he is your race leader here in the B main. Take a little bit wider angle here while we're under caution. We'll see if we can get a good angle of the top 8 cars once they get lined up. Richard Stallings in second place. He's also the second fastest car in the session right now. So a good run for him as he is in second place, locking himself in to that feature race if he can hang on to where he's at right now. Third place is the 91 of Ernie Williams. A good run for him as well. At the 16 and 4th, the 610 and 5th of Craig Levan. We'll take a look throughout this field here. Looks like 6th place will go to Brad Speidel. 7th place is going to go to, if we can get a number on that one, the 83 of Aaron Theriot. And we'll see here in just a second as they come around the corner who is the car right behind Aaron Theriot. So it's going to be the 64 of a Brock Garris. So Brock Garris in the bubble spot right now. It looks like we are just about ready to get the green flag. Should be next time by. 4 cars on the track that are in danger of going home. So we're taking 8 cars. And right now, again, the 64 of Brock Garris is the bubble spot. He needs to hang on to that with everything he has if he wants to make it to the feature race here tonight. Green flag is out. We're not up with the leader. We're hanging right back here with the 64, who is now going to get passed by the 5 very quickly. Aaron Theriot way out of shape. Now they are going to get by, so he loses one, but he gains one. So right now the 64 is still the bubble spot. Here comes Aaron Theriot. Can he get by Brock Garris to get that spot? Again, that is the spot that's transferring and not transferring right there. Aaron Theriot just outside of the bubble area. He's leading just one spot and he'll be locked in. And he's trying to do so right now. Can he do it is the question. So close, just not able to quite get there. Laps are winding down here and we only have 20. We've completed about half of that so far. And this could get very interesting. Aaron Theriot way out of shape. He is a little out of shape, but he's getting a little loose here. So we'll check in. He's going to get past, looks like, by the 156. see if anybody has anything for Brock right now. Again, Brock Garris in the 64. He is definitely hanging on to that spot for everything he has. But let's check that up front. Right now, your race leader has no competition. The 20 man of Derek Walker. Check in here a little bit further back. These guys did get by Brock just a little bit earlier. Still, the 64 of Garris has no competition. It looks like possibly the Mike Molnar in the 156 having some blinking issues there. So we'll see how that plays out. But he is right there now. We'll see if he has any more of those blinking issues coming in or out of his turns. It looks like he is secure at the moment, as it looks like they are pulling it to a stop. They are indeed. Your race here in the B main is over. So it's going to be Derek Walker, Richard Stallings. There we go. Richard Stallings, the 16 going to be making it. The 610's going to be making it. And the 91 is going to be making it as well. The 555 going to be making it. Let's take a wider angle here. As you can see, the cars that are making it. Again, going through them, it is going to be... There we go. Derek Walker, Richard Stallings, and it looks like the 64 is going to be the last one of Brock Garris. Again, the B main is over. Next up will be your feature race. That is coming up here in just a few moments, so don't go anywhere. We will be back here in just a few moments with your feature race. At first, before we get to that, we are going to get to the national anthem, so we will be right back after the national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we are back, and looks like people are getting on the track for your feature race here tonight. Again, we sent a lot of drivers home, 36 drivers here that started tonight, but we're sending a lot of those guys home. We'll see how it goes, who's going to win this race, who's going to be second and third, and we'll definitely get those guys in the booth for an interview later on tonight. First, it's going to be a 40-lap feature. They have 5 laps to get in order. So once they get into the correct order, we will go through your HRE Motorsports starting lineup. Again, we'll do the best we can. They do trade spots a little bit here when they're pacing, so we do the best we can with the lineup. But we do know Derek Walker will be your pole sitter here for your feature race. On the outside is going to be the 17 of Richard Stallings. Sorry about that. That is not what. That is not anywhere close. We do apologize. In our brains here, we're getting things confused, so we apologize for that. They were in the B main, so they will not be on pole. So we do apologize for that. But they were very good. That is first and second in the B main, so they will be up towards the front on, I believe, the 7th row. So not real close to the front, but fairly close. I do expect to see them move their way through the field, but how it's going to work here, 5 laps. They have 45 laps on the books. 5 extra laps will run 40 green at the start of lap 6. We will officially get the green flag from race control, but once the green flag comes out from iRacing, race control will drop a yellow immediately. These guys will have those 5 laps to get in the correct order based off of the heat races, the C main, the D or B main, and the trophy dash. They will get in the correct order. The inside row will go to the inside, outside row will go to the outside, and you will see your leaders make their way up to the field. So again, 20 drivers here in the feature race. We sent 16 drivers home tonight. Yeah, so apparently we're having brain farts tonight, so we do apologize. We're getting so used to other leagues we run here, broadcasts that don't use this format, that we just totally spaced out there on there, but that is how the format's going to be tonight. So we'll see here in about a lap who is going to be making their way to the front of this field. And probably it's going to be somewhere back in here with John Lopresto and actually there it goes, John Batista. There it is, a yellow flag being issued, and you will see John Batista making his way up there with the rest of these guys. So we'll watch them go up there here in just a minute. They are splitting apart, and now you will see them go through the middle of this field and go to the front. All right, there they go, and they're still moving forward here. Looks like we will have a bit of an invert, so it's going to be Chad Miller on pole here for the feature race. Once we go to start lap 3, we'll officially go through your HRE Motorsports starting lineup. Again, once these guys get right together, hopefully they will stay side by side, and we can get through this fairly easy. All right, let's go through it. Your HRE Motorsports, HRE Motorsports starting grid is going to be Kenneth Dakey and Chad Miller on row 1. Row 2 is going to be Chris Brenner, and they're still mixing it up here. So we're not even going to bother with that. These guys can't hold the pace apparently, but they are still trying to mix it up. Never mind, they're going to go 4 wide here, it looks like. Let's see if we can't get a different angle here. So we'll go through the lineup as best we can here in a minute. there it is for you, folks. They've been doing it and practicing it. 4 wide salute for all the fans. They just couldn't keep a pace, but they're keeping it perfectly fine right now. 4 wide. This is going to be a great race, and you can see them there to show off the skill they have. That explains why they were mixing it up. They did it the first time with Rudy the other night on a Thursday night, and they are doing it once again here in the feature race. A very good start for these guys as they're going to go here and get it going. Again, they will get everything lined up. Chad Miller is going to be your pole sitter here for the feature race again. They're going to get everything sorted out. So it's going to be Chad Miller, Chris Brenner, Kenneth Dakey Jr., Nathan Davis, Anthony Lepresto, John Batista, Blake Durflinger, Ted Liette, Paul Grumrye, Roger Wagner, John Lepresto, Dustin Sizemore, Derek Walker, Richard Stallings, Craig Levan, Jack Strosky, Brad Speidel, Ernie Williams, Drew Neal, and Brock Garrett's out. As there it is, green flag is out. We are racing once again. Let's go a little back here. Look at the battle going on. Put up the top three on the overlay for you so you can see who the top 3 are right now. Kenneth Dakey Jr. and already a caution coming out, and it's going to be for John Lepresto, who's got a big problem with that back axle. It is broke. Let's go back and take a look. What happened to John Lepresto with the 157? Look at him, 4 wide here for a minute. And it looks like maybe some tangling up. Oh, gets into the back of the 31 of Roger Wagner, gets it turned over, and it looks like he is going to be on pit road. He had to tow. That back axle is broken for sure, so it looks like his night is over. He's already 1 lap down. But very quickly to have a first caution here, we'll take a look. Your leader is the 21 of Chad Miller. Alright, again, we are on lap 9 of 45 right now. Looks like we will get the green flag to start lap 10. Again, technically only 40 laps racing here, as we had the 5 laps to get everyone in there. 4 wide salute to all the fans out there. Again, it confused us. I forgot they were even doing it. We knew in advance and still forgot. I thought some of them were just not holding pace, and that's what was messing with the overlays. Then to look up, they were doing a 4 wide salute. But there is the green flag one more time here. Let's see if that is the last caution we have of the night. They're already getting tangled up back here with Nate Davis. So we'll check in with a big pile up back here. Still no caution. There it is. Well, let's go back and take a look here what happened with Nate Davis. What happened with the 36 and Nate Davis? He managed to squeeze through this one. Definitely wrong with whatever this was. Looks like a little skirmishing here in the 84. Chris Brenner, the 10 getting involved as well in the 8. Paul Crumrine. Most of the people do get through with the 10 of Anthony Lepresto getting the worst of that, as he is now back in 19th, right ahead of John Lepresto. So both Leprestos back in 19th and 20th right now. Anthony Lepresto still is on the lead lap, but he is going to go to pit road. So we'll see how that goes. Nate Davis is going to go to pit road as well and get some damage repaired. So 3 cars on pit road right now. We'll go back up to live, actually. There it is. Nate Davis didn't even, maybe 1.6 seconds on pit road. So not very long at all. And it looks like this track is getting a little dusty, or that is smoke from somebody's car. But either way, it is getting a little hazy in turn 4. All right, we are getting ready here. Blake Derflinger in second, right behind Chad Miller, as the green flag is just about ready to come out. There it is. We're racing once again here in the feature race. Lap 14 of 45 is underway. Chad Miller almost getting into the outside wall. That's going to let Blake Derflinger come into the inside. Can Derflinger get by him for the lead and pull out a win? I'm not sure he is going to lead that lap. Derflinger leads his first lap here in the feature race. They're side by side for the lead right now. 0.033 seconds separate Derflinger and Miller for the lead. And here comes Derflinger. He is once again going to lead that lap, and he is going to be a little bit out front this time. So he is hanging on to that lead very good right now. So he is going to try to keep it for the rest of the race. Here comes Derek Walker. What a run for Derek Walker here tonight. He's on the outside. He's going to take third place from Ted Liette. Now he's going to try to get a run here on the 21 of Chad Miller. Again, that's for second position right now. A very good battle for such a high spot. Right behind them, John Batista, Ted Liette, and Chris Brenner all mixing up right now. Look at the battle between these guys right here. Chris Brenner getting into the outside wall just a little bit. And that's going to let Ted Liette and John Batista get away, but not by far. Chad Miller still has his hands full right now with Derek Walker in the number 20. Those two are battling side by side. Derek Walker edging out the 21 of Chad Miller. So the 20 and the 21 battling for second position. Between the two of them, there's a lot of twos in that battle going on. The 20 and the 21. Walker and Miller. Walker's going to get second place, though. So a good run for him. He will take that position. Blake Derflinger still out front, but can he hold on to Derek Walker and Chad Miller? Walker's on the outside now. We have a battle for the lead coming. Can Walker get by Derflinger? He's going to do it on the outside. Here he goes. Walker almost leading that lap. He officially did not lead it by literally one tire, but he will do it right here. He's going to get past Derflinger on the backstretch. And now your new race leader, if he can officially lead it at the line, and he will do it, it is Derek Walker to the front of this race. He is your new race leader here in your feature race with 23 laps under his belt right now. He has led officially 2 laps right now. Back to going a little further back here. You got a battle going on. That is back for fourth position. John Batista, Chris Brenner. And his caution is going to come out. It is going to be Jack Strosky back here. Oh, and backing right up into your leader, Derek Walker. That is not going to set well with your race leader. I can promise you that. Let's go back and take a look. All the Dirty Dude fans out there, that is not going to sit well. The 16 tries to get the car going. Caution is out, backs up right in front of your leader, causing him to lose that front wing and the front part of that car. That is not going to bode well when it comes to the leader. Derek Walker is now back in. Let's check with him. He's back in 6th place right now. He does not have a front end of that car. That is not going to set well with Walker. I can promise you that. You may see them in race control after this race. Not sure why the 16 would have not just stopped on the track and let people by. He was going to go a lap down either way. But that very well, that move may have cost Derek Walker the win here tonight. So that is just a very unfortunate move for Walker, as that will give the lead back to the 33 of Blake Derflinger, who managed to avoid both of them. Derek Walker trying to avoid it, just had nowhere to go. All right, green flag is out. Derflinger back to on that loud pedal. He is out right lap 28 of 45 underway right now. So we'll see Chad Miller still in second right now. John Batista in third place as it looks like, I'm not sure, Derek Walker taking with him. He's going to pull it down to a stop. Caution is going to come out, and that car turns sideways. It looks like Roger Wagner's on pit road. Let's go back and take a look. What happened? Oh! Derek Walker and the Roger Wagner get a little bump there. That's not causing it. That caused it right there. Kenneth Dakey Jr. and Roger Wagner getting together. Oh! Dustin Sizemore getting into the 31 as well. I mean, caution was out. He didn't know he was there. Caution wasn't out yet. Didn't know he was there. And it just getting into him there. So the main cause was the 74 of Kenneth Dakey Jr. and the 31 of Roger Wagner. Contact there brought out that caution. Right now, we'll take a look here. That is our fourth caution for 9 laps. 15 laps to go here in your feature race. We've had 6 lead changes here. Again, with 9 caution laps. So that is unfortunate, as it looks like now Derek Walker is on pit road, out of the race, back in 18th place, 2 laps down. The move by the 16 to not freeze his car on the track, Derek Walker trying to avoid it, takes him out of contention when he was leading this race, and he very well had a shot to win it. Alright, pace truck is off. Top 3 back up on your overlays. Derflinger out front right now. We're going to look just behind him. Here comes the 21 Chad Miller, John Batista, and Chris Brenner. Those guys still battling for second position, even third position. And right now, that is a battle for second. It looks like Derflinger may possibly have it. Here comes Chris Brenner to the inside. He'll take second place from Chad Miller for a split second there anyway. Is now Brenner to the inside once again, and he may take the lead here. We'll see. There's 3 wide back here for second position. Caution is out once again. Let's see who it is for. And actually, apologize. Don't see a caution out, so I don't know why the yellow flag is waving. The caution flag is not out. Overlays just didn't trigger there. 10 laps to go. We do apologize. Chris Brenner out front. Derflinger now on the defensive, trying to hang on to second place right now, as he's got company coming. Looks like the 39 is going to get by him of John Batista. Just as can Chad Miller get by him. No, Chad Miller's going to get into the outside wall. Big pile up. Caution comes out. Let's go take a look and see exactly what happened there. Alright, what happened to Chad Miller? It looked like he was doing so good here. Right there, gets into the outside wall. Kenneth Dakey Jr. getting into him. The 10 getting collected. It looks like 10 Liette in the 331 is going to get involved in this as well. So a lot of contact going on. So we'll go back up to live now. Taking a look, your new race leader is the 84 of Chris Brenner. So can Chris Brenner hang on to the lead here from John Batista and get the win here? It looks like the lights are still on the pace truck. They are, so we are not going green this time. It looks like we will get the green flag with 5 laps to go here in your feature race. Alright, looks like they are indeed off this time. Next time by, we will get the green flag to come out. Again, your leader is Chris Brenner. You're watching the DSRL 360 Sprint Car Series presented by MaxSpeedTV. And there it is. A pace truck is diving off. Green flag's out. 5 laps to go. We have a 5-lap shootout. Here comes Chris Brenner on the outside. He's going to try to maintain that lead. John Batista is right there in second place. Derflinger in the third. Can Derflinger hang on to third position? It looks like Anthony LaCresto coming in here. Chad Miller still trying to make his way. He's in 6th position right now. But here comes the fastest guy that has a chance right now to catch him with a little bent wing there. He's got some damage he never got fixed. That is Anthony LaCresto. He's trying to run down Derflinger. We'll see if he can do it. No battles going on between your top 3 right now, as it looks like Chris Brenner will walk away with another win if he can hang on to it for 2 more laps. Again, 2 laps to go here in your feature race. Taking a look, Derflinger to the bottom, still trying to get by John Batista, just can't quite do it here. This can be interesting. Anthony Presto still trying to battle it down. 1 lap to go. White flag is in the air. Final lap here in your feature race. It looks like Chris Brenner will walk away with another win here, as John Batista in second and Derflinger in third. And there it is right there, hitting the wall as he goes by. Your race winner will be Chris Brenner. Once again, he is just racking up wins. So is the whole UWU team. They are racking up a lot of wins in this series and a lot of other series. So congrats to him on the win. But don't go anywhere, folks. We are not done just yet. We are going to get to the post-race show. So we'll be right back in just a few minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with your top 3 interviews, starting with third place. We were just talking about before we went live, Blake Derflinger narrowly avoiding just blatantly getting taken out almost. Unfortunately, it did happen to Derek Walker. Had a great car here and a shot to win. I did get a little damage. We'll talk to him about that. But first off, just almost getting involved even more in that. You squeezed by for the most part with just very minimal damage, but you said your car was pushing. So before and after that wreck, what was this race like?
It was battle of who could survive, honestly. Going up to that caution, I knew I had nothing for Derek, so I just held my line in the bottom. That's where I felt comfortable running. Top, I didn't feel comfortable at all. And I had nothing for Derek, and that's just unfortunate that even happened to him. He was definitely a fast guy out there.
Yeah, Derek, very level-headed guy. I'm sure that's not going to sit well with him. He definitely will remember that. No offense to the 16, but that was probably what we would call the bonehead move of the race, backing up on a track like that. Again, you managed to just get minimal damage and squeak by there. So, like you said, if that hadn't happened, trying to run down Walker would have been very difficult. So, as far as the other two, Batista ahead of you and Brenner, had you been, if you had a caution or something, got right up there with them, you think you'd have had a shot to get by them, or were they just that fast here tonight?
No, honestly, I can't compete with either of them. I can't compete with any of them. Derek, John, Chris, I can't keep up. I just got lucky and avoided the wrecks tonight.
Well, I mean, you're definitely a good driver, but like they say, sometimes it is better to be lucky than good. You definitely had to be good to get up there into the top 5 to get that luck to get into third place. Either way, it's going to be a good points night for you. This is the beginning of the season, so it's kind of starting fresh. I believe this is race 2, if I'm not mistaken. So it will be a good night for you overall. Any sponsors or shout-outs you want to give for that third place finish?
I'd just like to thank my team, True Speed Motorsports, and you guys for putting on the broadcast. DSRL, Roger, he does a great job with everything. Other than that, I really had nothing. Congrats to Brenner on the win, and John in second.
All right. Well, again, congrats on third place. But mentioning just one spot ahead of him, finishing in second place, John Batista. We've been seeing you finish in the top 3 quite often now, getting good finishes week in and week out. I believe this is like the 3rd or 4th time we've got to interview you here. So putting together a good string of runs. So overall, how was it out there tonight running towards the front?
It was a little slick out there. I kind of hoped that we had some green flag laps so I could burn some more fuel off. I took way too much fuel. I thought the quality of driving was a little bit higher than it was tonight. Obviously, I was proven wrong time and time again. So the whole race is basically under yellow. I was a bit disappointed in that. I'm guessing Chris gambled on fuel because he was just flying away from me. I couldn't catch him. I did make some good adjustments before the race that sped it up quite a bit. We had a pretty good set tonight, Nathan and I did. But he was banging that high side, screaming. So good job to Chris. He just came out of nowhere, John Cena, and dominated.
Definitely, he was very quick. Speaking of the high side, it seemed to be the high side was whoever was making passes here tonight. So going into this track, it is Eldora. Typically, it seems like the high side is the place to be. Was that what you kind of prepared for, that top groove coming in and that being where the passes were going to be made?
Yeah, ever since they updated the shocks or whatever, the latest major sprint upgrade or update, whatever you call it, seems like the top, whether it's slick or not, the top is usually faster. If you put that right rear in the chocolate, as I call it, even on a tacky track, you get a huge run off the corner. So I knew it was going to be pretty slick up there. Even as we started the feature, and it only got slicker. I don't even think there was a line left up top, maybe a little bit in 3 and 4, but 1 and 2 is completely slicked off, and there was some middle line that was kind of there in 1 towards the beginning of the race, and you could run the bottom, but you just get killed off the corner.
Yeah, definitely we would agree with that. That is what we've noticed from up here in the booth. But again, good finish for you overall, second place, second race of the points, so you're going to be pretty good up in points as far as that goes. Any sponsors or shout-outs you want to give for that second place finish here tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank Nathan Davis. We've been grinding this past 3 or 4 weeks, and he's really helped me out a lot, and we've hit on some good things lately, so I want to give him a huge shout-out for really helping me out. I appreciate it. I want to thank Roger for putting these races on, Charles, you for broadcasting every week. And I'm just ready for next week. And congrats to Chris.
All right. Well, again, congrats on second place. I'm sure we'll see you here in the booth in the near future as well as we have been lately. And again, everybody giving congratulations to the 84 of Chris Brenner. Another driver we've seen in victory lane and in the top 3 quite often. Your teammate, Tim Smith, just walked away and locked himself into getting a spot in that chance to actually drive a real sprint car. So that's going to be hard to top, but you keep winning regardless of what sprint car race it's in. So once again, back in victory lane, how does it feel?
I love it up here, man.
It's top of the podium, and it seems like we may have to engrave your name in here. It seems like we see you here week in and week out. Doesn't matter what league it's in. Fixed or open, you're always up here battling with the top guys. So overall, this track was definitely, like we talking about, it seemed like the high side was where it was, and we saw you running on the high side, passing a lot of people. So in your practice, did you practice for that high side, or did you practice multiple grooves? What was the mindset going into this race?
Well, I didn't really practice for this one. We've been running the officials here at Eldora with the 360s all week, so I felt I had enough practice as far as that goes. I did, as Batista said, I gambled on fuel a little bit. I went with 20 gallons, expecting at least 3 cautions. I think calculations, it was about 27 to make it from green to checkered, so I did gamble a little bit there. But in true Eldora fashion, you know, you rip that top side, you're going to pass people. Sometimes you have to really settle down and give people room when everybody's running that top side, but whenever you see an opportunity, go for it. And I saw one with about 10 to go, passing my teammate Chad Miller and John Batista. We were running out of laps there, and I didn't want to catch another yellow and finish back there, so I took a chance and slid them both. That worked out, and I had to work on Derflinger. But overall, great race up front there. Yeah, it's a shame there's quite a bit of cautions there. I think people, like John said, need to practice a little bit in the slick, especially at that track when you're running so close to the wall. But great race from everybody. I enjoyed it. Look forward to the next one.
Definitely a great race. So overall, good. It's going to be a great points night for you. We'll see how you stack up in the points once all that gets released later tonight. But we know you always have some sponsors and shout-outs, so who would those be for the win here tonight?
Yeah, teammates at UW Motorsports. Congrats to John and Anthony Lepresto on joining the team. Watch out for those guys. They're both fast, so it's more of the same from our team. Next Gen Fabrication, Mark Pinsky, DSRO, Roger Wagner, Theriot, all the guys involved in the league. And you guys at MaxSpeedTV, thanks again for another broadcast.
All right. Well, again, congrats on that win. We are not done just yet, folks. We still have 2 more pieces of business to take care of before we sign off for the night. One of those being your unofficial race results, and there may be some race control issues being taken care of here tonight. But coming away with the win is Chris Brenner, 2nd place, John Batista, 3rd place, Blake Derflinger, 4th place, Anthony Lepresto, and rounding at the top 5, Nathan Davis. 6th place goes to Ted Liette, 7th place, Paul Crumright, 8th place, Drew Neal, 9th place, Brad Speidel, and 10th place, Dustin Sizemore. 11th place goes to Craig Levan, 12th place, Kenneth Dakey Jr., 13th, Richard Stallings, 14th, Brooke Garris, and 15th, Ernie Williams Jr. 16th goes to Jack Strosky, 17th, Chad Miller, 18th, John Lepresto, 19th, Derek Walker, after getting into that incident there, no fault of his own, just got collected with the 16 after a caution had already been out, trying to avoid it. And rounding out the field in 20th is Roger Wagner. Again, that is your unofficial race results, barring any race controls. As always, we want to thank all of the sponsors here at MaxSpeedTV. They make all of this possible. The Performance PCs, they are the official water cooling and modification company of MaxSpeedTV. SimSpeedShop.com, brand new here. Definitely check them out at SimSpeedShop.com. We've already seen some great looking button boxes, and we'll report to y'all what else they have on there. As soon as we take another look at that website, we will go check all of that out. 2 teams here that make MaxSpeedTV possible are HRE Motorsports and Elite 7 Racing. Check them both out on their Facebook pages and give them a like. Let them know you heard about it here on MaxSpeedTV. And last but not least, virtual2reality.tv. Every once in a while, we do give away some 3-month codes for people wanting to get into iRacing. So definitely check them out at virtual2reality.tv and on their Facebook page at virtual2reality.tv. Let them know you heard about them here on MaxSpeedTV. On behalf of DSRL and MaxSpeedTV, we will see you at the next race, which will be, if we take a look, tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, will be the No Excuses Sim Series Short Track Series, followed by Monday's SRA Gen 6, the No Excuses Sim Series 360 race, and coming in on Tuesday, we will have NORC and DSRL Super Late Model Series and ARL American Racing League. So a lot of great broadcasts coming up here in the next few days, so make sure you stay tuned to MaxSpeed TV, and we will see you later in another broadcast.